If you want your hair to go from looking like this to this, nice crisp parts, and most importantly, your roots strong and intact. No twisting, no clips, no rubber bands, no blow dryers. It's basically a permanent retwist until your hair regrows. So if you want to see how I accomplish this, let's delve right into it. What's goody, y'all? Kings, queens, beautiful people. This has been a long-awaited video. I washed my hair about like 4 days ago, and yeah, I already knew I was gonna do this. I already knew because so this tutorial is going to be very helpful for those struggling with hair that's like growing away from your root, and it can even be used for a bomb retwist. And the reason why your hair might be growing away from your roots is several different things. Over manipulation, like bleaching, dyeing, too many ACV rinses, too many styles, too many like extension type styles. You feel what I'm saying? That's what happened to me. I was doing too much when my locks was too new. It can also come from like neglect, not moisturizing your locks so they start to dry out and break. And then it can also come from just your genes. Some people's hair just naturally grows away from their locks. Today, I will be showing you how to give your roots a fighting chance, my friends, leaving you with stronger and thicker roots that will grow stronger and thicker locks that won't thin and eventually break off as your hair gets longer and heavier. Because as your hair gets longer, it does get heavier. Like if you pick up a lock, you feel me? You can feel some weight to it as opposed to whenever they was first new and they was fluffy. But if they have a strong base, you Gucci, you feel me? You don't even gotta worry about all that. So y'all, in the past when I would do this process, it would be like a lock here, a lock there. You feel me? I never sat down and did my whole head like this, and I'm so glad that I did, because like now I feel like my hair has a really good fighting chance to have strong roots and just to be growing in its best and fullest potential as I really embark on being hair conscious, lock conscious, and doing the best things for my locks and sharing all of these things with you so that you may learn and grow with me. I made sure, and if I ever do it again in the future, I hope I don't have to a lot. I could see like a touch up here and there, because who knows how my hair, if it's gonna keep growing in its root or what. I know these bottom ones, you know, they stay holding strong, so. But I made sure to do this right after wash day, or at least a couple of days, because it's like 4 days after wash day. I did these back ones, I crocheted them, and they grew beautifully, and I washed my hair and it was intact, y'all. So yeah, the longer you wait, the better. So I want my root to grow first. That's why I do it right after wash day, so that when my next wash day comes around, I'm gonna have a whole new, thick, healthy, strong root. So some of them aren't bad, but like these, y'all, I did it to these, and now look at it. My root is growing together with this lock, so I won't have to keep doing this. These were really skinny and they were growing horribly, but then I crocheted the root into itself, and it's growing nice and thick and healthy and strong. So like there was a time where it was thinning out. So I grabbed the hair and I crocheted into the root. You see that, y'all? That's a healthy root. That thing is it's not going nowhere. It's not gonna thin out. I did it to this too. Basically, I'm gonna go through, y'all, and get this stuff together, like crochet it into the lock it belongs to. Like, I think this hair belongs to this lock. This will help it not thin out. Oops, sorry for slapping y'all. I'm going to crochet that into this lock, so it's gonna be like fat, maybe even like this. And you just wanna make sure you don't grab the wrong hair. Like, if I took hair from this guy and did this, like, one, your locks would grow together. If you want that, cool, but it might also hurt because you grabbing hair that don't belong in that lock. Feel what I'm saying? One of my worst areas is my crown, right? And look at this guy. You see that? And this hair belongs in here. So look how thin that root is right now. And then if I crochet that into this, it'll make it thicker and stronger. And that's my crown, y'all. This is the hair that I added to my. Look how thick it's gotten right there, y'all. Look, I'm gonna cut myself a clean little line. Yikes. And I'm not using the hook part. I'm kind of using like the flat part, if that makes any sense. Or you can just use, whatever best. Alright, so I went ahead and finished that off camera because, I like a little part, you feel what I'm saying? Right there, like asymmetrical. You want to make sure that you're not getting hair that belongs to another lock. So I'm going to have this one down here too. So like, if I took all of this, then this one would be thin. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm going to do it without looking because I can kind of just feel what should be in this lock and what shouldn't. So boom. All right, now look at this, y'all. You see that? That is not in my lock. And y'all, this lock started off as some itty bitty. If I have it before and after, I'll put it. But you see how it's thinning out right there already? Right, so that's what we don't want. All right, lovely, so this is what you're gonna use the pick for. You're going to stretch out your hair and make sure it meshes well with that root. That's gonna allow for better friction or resistance to help easily crochet the hair together into the root. And you wanna make sure to pull towards the root, not away, because if you're pulling away, you'll be pulling your hair out of your root, which will not be helping your cause and lead to more hair growing away from your roots. So as you crochet, you're gonna want to hook your hair in that kind of motion, but quickly, but not too quickly. Make sure not to jab yourself in the hand because, my friend, that is not a pleasant feeling. So you see how this looks like a retwist, but not, and that baby ain't going nowhere. And make sure you hit it from all angles with your crochet hook to make sure it's really tightly in there. So I'm just gonna show you really quickly how this turned out. And y'all, the hair around my perimeter, if you've seen my other videos, you might know, but my hair on my edges fell out due to my postpartum shedding after having my son. And a lot of people cut their locks because of that, but I just decided to give my babies tender love and care and just have faith that it would grow back, and it did. And I'm so glad that I know these techniques to help bring them back into the root and make sure that they grow properly. Those 3 done. And they in there like swimwear. I don't know why people say that, y'all. Like, it's because you jump into water with your swimwear, so you in there? I don't know. Anyways, and for those wondering, like, if it's gonna stay tight and make your locks not as thick, they do expand after washing and moisturizing and all of that good stuff. And the reason I can talk confidently about most, if not all of the things that I talk about in my videos, y'all, is because I went through it. The mistakes and the triumphs your girl has gone through. And I'm just trying to share the tips and tricks that helped me along the way. So this is me just separating the roots, making sure that the right hair is going to the lock that it belongs to. And I'm trying to be careful not to pop and rip it in the wrong way, because separating your locks the wrong way can lead to even more hair growing away from your roots. And y'all, I had a lot of entanglement going on because I've left my locks unattended a little too long. Like, yeah, I'm a single mama and I have a busy life, but I can do better. You feel what I'm saying? It's all about putting in the effort. So this is me doing the first step, doing this major maintenance, and I'm gonna be doing more regular maintenance routines. And next week I'll be dropping my regular maintenance routine. So you see how I regularly maintain my semi-freeform locks. So yeah, you can really see the shrinkage right here. And this is why the pick is so helpful. It really helps stretch things out, elongate things like I said before, and really mesh your hair well with your root. And you'll see me do a little twist before I start crocheting. That helps build more friction and resistance for the crochet hook to be able to catch your hair more easily. Because if you don't twist it, sometimes you'll feel like you're literally just going through air. So if you do try this method out and you find yourself feeling like I'm not grabbing anything, just remember, twist back and forth and grab from every angle, and that really helps you start catching more hair and building that root up. So the smaller pick would be better because I was using it to kind of help hold my other hair or separate it. You can also use bobby pins as well, or whatever else, or nothing, unless you have the type of hair that gets in the way or whatever may have you. I just found that this helped. And whatever can help this situation move along a little faster, I'm down for, you feel me? Because I ain't even gonna lie, this took a little time. I pulled an all-nighter for this, but it was so worth it, y'all. So this is like my second to last lock, and I'm picking it again for that seamless, well-meshed look. And you'll see me doing more twists here in the front because the hair is shorter. So I twisted a little more to make sure the hair really catches. So crocheting from the different angles and doing the little twist back and forth really helps ensure that you have a tight hold. And y'all, don't be afraid or don't forget to rest your arms, because child, I was definitely getting rests in here and there. So this is my last lock, and I was low-key liking the fresh little parts, but within seconds I was missing my thick bushy roots, y'all. Within seconds. That's just the look I love. I already can't wait for my hair washes and my roots to grow out so I can have my thick crown back. But like I said, I'm so glad that I did this, and I know my roots will thank me for it as well. And I didn't care to make these perfect, like you see that little fuzzy I left out. I also have one that's been growing like that in the front of my hair. I just love it. I think it adds character and also a nice little texture that I love in my locks. I love how different my locks are. I know some people like their locks looking all symmetrical, and you know, that's cool, do you boo. But how I like it, I like mine's wild. I like mine's living their own best little lives. You feel what I'm saying? They just be living and thriving. And this was the end result, y'all. I loved it. Make sure to check out the video to the bottom left for more lock content. And in the meantime, between time, y'all be well, y'all be love out there to the world, and y'all be blessed, loves. Peace.